All right, we got our recording started. If you will just go ahead and mute yourself out, that just seems like to be the easier practice. And then whenever you've got something to say, you can obviously go ahead and unmute, and we can definitely share. First of all, thank you all so much for an awesome January. Thank you for showing up, for showing out. We had a tie for first place with our PPA. I'm sure most of you that are on here are seeing that already. And again, like I said, the tiebreaker would be as far as the qualifying volume for that person for that month. So congratulations to Julie. I don't think she's on here right now, but I love the fact that I'm able to do this. I love traveling with my husband, but he understands the importance of what an impact this company has on us whenever we go away on some of these earned lifestyle getaways. And it truly is. It just gives you that vision of wanting more and that you deserve more. So when that next trip is announced, I want you guys working towards that. I want you guys running towards that. And I want you there. And truly what's going to make that happen is the consistency and what we're going to be talking about all, this week, what things that we're going to be implementing. It's going to get you there. It's going to get you on track to where you're like going, I'm really going to get this, rather than going, there's no way I'm going to get this. So again, as we know, it's all in the mind, right? It's so much a mindset. So I've got my notes here. Jerry and I are going to be really just kind of going back and forth. I told him to interrupt me at any time because the fact that I'm like, have my list, but we work really well like that. Jerry.
I told her I didn't have a list, so she could just keep talking.
Right, exactly. But as you see, we really feed off of each other, so it's a good thing. So and Dawn and Mary Jo, both of you are here, and I don't see a number or anything for whoever is on the iPhone, so I apologize if I'm not mentioning you, but thank you for being on. Dawn and Mary Jo are both in Vision Builders, which Vision Builders is a part, we're all obviously a part of a team. We are part of one team, one dream. We're part of Team Do Big Things. We're part of Maria, we're all part of one big team. But what we had done and thought it would be beneficial is to have my Team Rise and Thrive chat that we put a lot of stuff in, and then Jerry and Julie's Vision Builders team feed, that things get posted in there. And if you are in both for any reason, because some of you that are working for higher goals that you've set for yourself, you may be in both of them. Jerry and Julie were talking about, and they're like, so we're thinking about doing away with the Vision Builders, because again, there's just so much repetition, and we don't want you bombarded with repetition. We don't want you bombarded and hearing and seeing and, posting the exact same thing over and over and over. So it's going to be really beneficial for Jerry and I, which he's really good about taking care of me when something pops up and he's free, and he'll post it in both, or vice versa. If something pops up and I see it and I post it in both. So nothing's changing. I mean, we're still going to have one-on-one with you, all of that good stuff, but we just really want to kind of combine it back together, because I feel there's strength in numbers as well. Jerry, before I break down and kind of some of the things that I would like to look for in there, is there anything you want to add about that decision?
Just everyone who has promoters that are in there, so anybody in your downline, talk to each of them to see if they still want to be in that, because if I don't get a response from some people, then I won't be adding them to Lisa's, and I'll assume they're not really interested in their business. So if you've got anybody enrolled and they're in there, talk to them.
Perfect.
Jerry, it's Michelle. Hi, guys.
Oh, good.
Oh,
hi.
The secret.
Real quick, I didn't mean to interrupt. The voice from behind the picture.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, Mackenzie, if you have Mackenzie in there, you could just take her out, because I've tried and tried and tried. So you may have taken her out.
That's perfect. And that's exactly what we need to know, because again, there's nothing that Jerry and I can say or do that is going to make people rise up and do the things. Watch the podcast, listen to the recordings. I am not a coach. I don't want to be a coach. I love thriving. I love leading. I love, my family. And again, there are so many resources available. And if they're not tapping into it, Michelle, like you were just saying about her, and you just feel like you're banging your head against the wall, that's where frustration creeps in. That's
Exactly.
where right? That's where we get
Yeah.
aggravated. That's where we get frustrated, and no more. We're not going to do that. So
Time to move on.
that's right.
Yeah, move on.
Mine too, Jerry. Shelley told me she doesn't want to make money thriving. She just wants to get 2 customers. So I don't know if she's in there or not.
So I don't really need to know who's not going to be in it. I just need to know who's going to be in Lisa's, because anyone else who's not going to be in it is
Going to disappear.
I don't have to do anything with them or know that. So
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
Cool.
So again, just like Jerry said, make sure you reach out to, you may have promoters, and this is a great time for you to check in on your people. First of the month, did they accomplish their personal goals in January? And I'm talking personally with Thrive. Are they still loving how they feel? I sent that message out. I can't tell you how many times yesterday. Are you still loving how you feel? Do we need to change anything up? Is there something that you might like to sample? Because again, I'm commenting to them. I'm building that relationship, and I'm asking them a question so that they answer me back. And again, there's a lot of promoters that just take advantage of that whenever we have the ability to pay forward our commissions. So ordering those $400 packs, make them a promoter. Or maybe it's when we're trying to earn, one of our getaways, and it's a benefit to everybody for them to flip to a promoter. So just reach out. You may already know, but this again is just a great time for you to touch them. Make sure they're still loving, because not only are they promoters, they're also still customers, right? So do that. And another thing that I want to do in our Team Rise and Thrive, I know a lot of people that turn the notifications off. And then when we do have stuff like this that just comes up out of the blue, that we want to put in there or share, their notifications are off, so they're not receiving a notification, and it's a necessity, as far as something that we really want everybody to be aware of. With that, I want to encourage you to, again, when you reach out to these people and they want to be a part of it and they want to be added, remind them about updating their notification in groups, in the Team Rise and Thrive, so that they're notified, as well as One Team, One Dream, and Team Do Big Things. Those 2 groups are really good about repeating stuff from like Sheila's group and stuff like that. So if you don't have to automatically be on everybody's up and up. I don't want you to be bogged down, because sometimes that can just cause us to feel just so clogged up. All that being said, in Team Rise and Thrive, we don't have to comment on everything, and I love the camaraderie, and I love, whenever it's, maybe we can just give thumbs up, or we can give hearts or something like that, because again, that notification thing that can make everybody crazy, especially, and this is where we've got the different time zones. We've got whatever Alaska is. I apologize. I don't know what that's called, but we've got our Eastern time zone. And if I'm posting in there at 10 o'clock at night, that's 11 o'clock for you guys in the Eastern time zone. So I want us all to be really conscious of that and respectful of that. Go ahead, Jerry, you were going to show something.
yeah, so in here, if you feel, you can like the post, okay? You can go in, you can like it or love it or whatever you want to do, and everybody in the group won't get a notification about that. But if you always feel like you gotta throw an emoji or something in there like that, just be aware that if you could have done a thumbs up on that, please do that instead of the other, because then everyone who's working or doing something, a notification pops up on their phone. And that's why people do turn off notifications, and we're not going to be able to communicate with them, and it won't be an effective message thread. So reach out to me if you're confused about that and want an exact explanation.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Jerry. I'm going to put us back on gallery view because, okay, I don't want you to see my face in there, but whenever he was showing details, that's super important. So yeah, if you ever have questions like that, or if you ever want to share something, whenever we put stuff out, we're like, I try to say, reach out to me privately. And that's why, because of the fact that I just don't want that blowing up. Let's just be respectful of everyone. So be aware of what time zone you're in, and some late, some early, the notification, and then the excessive just chatting and posting. And because again, this is why we really want to guide everybody to our 200K pages. Again, One Team, One Dream is Brenda and Terry. Team Do Big Things is Amy, because that's where, and that way we don't have to, or I mean, what's your thoughts on this, Jerry? Just like for today.
You're being kind of polite, but I think everybody kind of knows that this message thread is not for us to like cheer each other on. And I mean, at times when something happens, yes, but like daily posting that you might do on Facebook, leave it on Facebook or throw it in your story. We're all connected. We'll see it. But just because what happens is you might go a whole day without looking at this message thread, and then there's been all kinds of notifications, and you want to catch up quickly, and you want to see what's in here because there's important information here about your business. But if you're looking at like quotes and different things that are in there, you might immediately think, well, there's nothing important in this that I need for my business today. So just kind of minimize the posts and the messages and all that kind of stuff. So.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for elaborating. If I was being too gentle.
You're just being too nice about it. Like,
y'all are just Northerners, right? I'm like, just like fluffing around it with my Southern love.
You're just
Jerry's
nicer.
like,
I think you're just nicer than me. That's fine.
Jerry's like, cut to the chase. Just put it out there. All right. Something else that Jerry and I were kind of tossing around is, again, there are so many podcasts. There are so many different things that are going on. And again, from all of these coaching aspects. And we will, if I feel like there's something I need to send to you specifically or personally, or if Jerry or Julie and I, want to put something in the Team Rise and Thrive, just like today, I personally posted something in One Team, One Dream. And it was from a podcast that Jerry had just talked about the other night, which is Beth Holden Graves. He was actually talking about Ray Higdon on her podcast. And this one that I was watching is Rob Sperry. Go listen to that. Everything that Paul, all these tips and ideas and stuff that Paul is dropping for us. Brenda just also put a challenge out there for everyone with new free accounts. This is where it's at. Go back to the simplicity. Know the knowledge that you've learned. Know all of the thing that you're going into it, but definitely go back to that simplicity of getting those free accounts. Jerry, you got something? Okay. You're just listening intently. So the February Zooms that I love what we have created for the month of January. So many of you showed up. I think the least that we had one time was 6, and the most was like 12 people that joined in on the Zoom. So obviously this is something that we're enjoying, and we really are building on together. The month of February, what I would like to do, and we'll stick to Sunday nights at 8 Central Time. What I would like to have happen is customers come on and share. I'm going to reward them with $15 in credits just for coming on and sharing. If you have someone, whether they've been thriving for 3 weeks or 3 years, I think both aspects we can listen to, we can learn from, and we can also promote thriving to our potential thrivers, right? So it's going to be an opportunity for you to be able to reach out and invite other potential people to these Zooms. Know that you are probably going to have to explain to them how a Zoom works. Maybe they need to download the Zoom app, different things like that. but I'm super excited about hearing from, because we've got a lot of customers that continue to thrive month after month after month. And the company doesn't always reward our existing customers with benefits and bonuses and different little specials like that. And I think this is a way that we're going to be able to give back and give to our loyal customers. Already went over the watching the One Team, One Dream and Team Do Big Things. That's where we can, notify on calls and different things like that. Two more things. Tax time, right? Everybody is receiving information about, January 31st. Everybody should have had all their tax information. I have had a conversation more than once, so I felt like this was important to bring up. Your products can be a write-off. Your business, and the more you treat it like a business, the more it's going to love you like a business. You have a lot of benefits with this business. You've got a lot of your mileage whenever you're going to the post office, your meals whenever you're having conversations about Thrive. And you should be obviously having conversations about Thrive no matter where you're at, right? So I am not an accountant. I do not give tax tips and ideas, but definitely reach out to someone, do your research, do your homework, take advantage of all the benefits of what you can write off during tax season. And then the last thing that I want to cover, and I'm going to just kind of open it up if anybody wants to add anything or ask anything, is reach out to your leaders and share your goals. And if your immediate leader is not doing anything, skip them. Go up to a leader that's 12K or higher that is running and working their business just like you're wanting to run and work your business. February's a new month. I still laugh at my brother whenever he first started. He was so excited about all his sales and all the accomplishments that first month. And then he woke up on the first of the month and he was like, somebody took all my sales away. And I'm like, it starts over every month. So we're all back at the same drawing board, right? We're all back right there together. So let's build it and let's just grow it and continue to share Thrive the way that we share Thrive. Anybody, Jerry, do you have anything that you want to add or share on what we've covered?
No, I don't think so.
All right, Julie, you got anything to add or share? I get to see her in Mexico. I did the congratulations. I didn't know if you were going to be able to hop on or not. I did that at the beginning. So super excited.
I'm so very, very excited. It was just meant to be. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, thank you. I was just telling Julie too, because I messaged her and then she was like, hey sister, I was like, can I call you? And I FaceTimed her, and she's like, so this is something that 3 years ago, ironically, this morning whenever I was, which is fun because everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, right? Mm-hmm. But I was looking at my time hop and my memories on Facebook, and 3 years ago was whenever Julie went on that first giveaway or lifestyle getaway with me to Pinta Cana. So I'm so excited that you're going to be there.
Life-changing. And all of you are going to be at the next one. All of you. Yes. Even if you're not on the Zoom, all of you will be at the next getaway.
Yeah, so put it on the board. If you do not have your vision board complete, and I'm guilty, I do not have my new one. I bought a new one. I think I showed y'all that I bought that one from I think Home Goods or TJ Maxx or something. I'm mapping it out now, this month sometime, which should be announced where our next lifestyle getaway is going to be. Put those things up there. If you have a certain rank that you're wanting to achieve, put that up there. If you've got people that are in your family or in your life, put their names up there that you want to be that one person that trusts you and jumps in and hops on this Thrive journey with you. So that's truly all that I had to share with you guys today. I just felt
Lisa,
like
I have one quick, sorry. Isn't February usually considered one of the qualifying months?
Yes.
So sometimes they don't let you know that first thing, but February is off, and February, March, April are the 3 qualifying months if they do the spring one. Last year they didn't because of leadership.
Right, but there was
So
a
we don't know,
leadership.
but-
And again, you know, I mean, any of us can attend that. And I was a guest with Christy Martin last year. It was amazing, absolutely amazing to be part of that. Thank you so much for adding that, Julie, because it's so true that don't feel like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, I think about people sandbagging, which it always makes me mad, like in cards or something, you know, and they like lay down their rummy hand all at one time, and you're standing there with a fistful of cards, you know what I'm feeling. Don't just wait till the end, you know, waiting for the next promotion or waiting for the next trip to be announced. Work on it now. Everything that you're doing now, talking and having those conversations, getting those new friend requests sent out, having those conversations whenever you're belly to belly out and about. Those are the things that build on it. Those are the things that continue to take place to where you are whenever it's announced. You're like, I'm like right there at it already. I'm on track. So anything anyone else wants to add or ask or share or want to see happen that maybe not be, you know, that's not happening right now, you can say it now. Or again, don't put it in the message chat if you're watching this on a replay. Message me privately and we'll definitely be able to incorporate it. How many of y'all like the idea of us doing Zooms for the month of February where it's customers that are hopping on? Good. What are your thoughts? Because again, I don't know many people that hop in straight as a promoter. I personally did hop straight in as a promoter, but what about the first part of it being about, you know, them sharing as a customer and everything like that? And then let the latter maybe the last 10 minutes to be where, okay, we're going to talk about and discuss some promoter benefits and things that are kind of in the works. And maybe it's the same thing, everything, but talking about those VIP bonuses and that maybe we do find out somewhere along the way. What's your thoughts about that? Talking a little bit about the opportunity at the end of those Zooms.
I think it's a great idea, especially for the new customers that might be teeter-tottering on the idea of, you know, diving in and what does it mean to be a promoter and what are the perks and what is this job thing that you keep talking about.
Perfect. Thanks, Mary Jo.
And I think it's great having customers. It's great practice for them to share their story is really a huge thing because, you know, oftentimes we'll say, oh my, you know, I have a new customer and she's saying a little bit about what she feels. And then as I ask more questions, she's like, oh, that's true too. They're not aware of all of it. So if they put those things together and they're able to share it with just us, it's great practice.
I love that point. Absolutely. Just makes them more comfortable talking about, because it's like, what is that sticker thing? Oh, that's my vitamins. And then they don't say anything. So maybe talking about what they're doing is sharing, and what the benefit of sharing, we share with 2 people, you know, we're thriving for free. Dawn, did you have something you wanted to add?
No, but I do have a couple customers. Like I have a customer that quit and came back because she loved it so much. I would love to get her to talk to other people, start thriving for free. You know, I have a couple people.
Perfect.
I don't have anybody that's thriving for free, so I would love to get these people going.
Well, I mean, again, and you can promote them doing this, you know, to share their story. 1, because you know that they're loving it. 2, because I'm going to be giving them as a gift for sharing their story. I'm going to be giving them those free credits. You know, I mean, $15 in credits, that's going to pay for their shipping, right? I mean, so, and again, another thing is, just like Julie was saying, the more comfortable they're going to get with sharing. Well, I'm not going to just throw them to the wolves. So like Dawn, this person, let's reach out to her. Say her name is, what's her name?
Lauren.
Hey, Lauren, I want to introduce you to my friend, Lisa. She is going to be doing, you know, or reach out to her first. Lauren, I've got, you know, my friend Lisa is wanting to do like a Zoom video conference to where you're able to tell your story, because I love your story. I know you loved it. I know you quit, and I know you're back. Would that be okay if I connected you with her so she can tell you more about it? And then when you connect me with her, you know, I'm going to tell her what I'm going to ask. So it's like Paul coaches us on how we share our day 1, day 3, day 10, right? So that they're not going, well, when I first started, you hear Paul describing it like that. So it's not telling them what to say by no means, but again, like Julie said, it allows them to get more comfortable, because when you're like, you're going to share your story on a Zoom conference, what's that even look like? So perfect.
So systematically, how you want us to do it is, if there's customers we're thinking about, we'll reach out to them and say to them, all right, great, we're going to put you in a message with Lisa, because you're going to schedule when they're going to do it. So we don't have to be, too many hands might not be good. So
It gets confusing.
all we're going to do is introduce the customer to you, and you take care of the rest. Okay.
Exactly. Which again, we never know when these customers are going to turn into promoters. Most happy, thriving, loving customers accidentally turn into promoters. How many times have you heard those stories from 200Ks, right? Just over and over and over again. I just loved how I was feeling. And Maria asked me, hey, have you ever thought, you know what I'm saying? So it's just planting those little tiny seeds. And again, building these amazing bonds and relationships that, whenever you're in the same state as somebody else, they reach out and go, come have breakfast with me. Right, Mary Jo? Again, it is. We are family. And that's the thing. There's not enough of that in this world. So the more we can love on, the more that we can encourage, the more that we can support and lift others up. I think that's what this is all about. And that's why I love it so much. Truly. It's way more than a freaking vitamin, way more. So, all right, well, we'll cut it off. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. I love and appreciate so many of y'all being able to hop on at such a short notice. And again, February is going to be our month. I see a lot of stuff in the works, and be sure to reach out to your 12K or up leader and let them know your goals so that we can work with you in the month of February. Okay? Bye, guys.